Day 12, Chapter 4, page 46. Reasons why the Seventh-day Adventist Church was organized. As our members increased, it was evident that without some form of organization, there would be a great confusion, and the work would not be carried forward successfully. To provide for the support of the ministry, for carrying the work in new fields, for protecting both the churches and the ministry from unworthy members, for holding the church property, for the publication of the truth through the press, and for many other objects, organization was indispensable. Light was given by His Spirit that there must be order and thorough discipline in the church, that organization was essential. Systems and order are manifest in all the works of God throughout the universe. Order is the law of heaven, and it should be the law of God's people on earth. Organization will always be essential. Unless the churches are so organized that they can carry out and enforce order, they have nothing to hope for in the future. Oh, how Satan would rejoice if he could succeed in his efforts to get in among the people and disorganize the work at a time when thorough organization is essential, and will be the greatest power to keep out spurious uprisings and refute claims not endorsed by the Word of God. We want to hold the lines evenly, but there shall be no breaking down of the system of organization and order that has been built up by a wise, careful labor. License must not be given to disorderly elements that desire to control the work at this time. Some have advanced the thought that as we near the close of time, every child of God will act independently of any religious organization. But I have been instructed by the Lord that in this work there is no such thing as every man being independent. As we near the final crisis, instead of feeling that there is less need of order and harmony of action, we should be more systematic than ever. The special authority of God's church. God has invested His church with special authority and power, which no one can be justified in disregarding and despising, for in so doing he despises the voice of God. God has bestowed the highest power under heaven upon His church. It is the voice of God in His united people, in church capacity, which is to be respected. A time of spiritual weakness and blindness. I was confirmed in all that I had stated in Minneapolis, that a reformation must go through the churches. Reforms must be made, for spiritual weakness and blindness were upon the people who had been blessed with great light and precious opportunities and privileges. As reformers, they had come out of the denominational churches, but they now act a part similar to that which the churches acted. We hope that there would not be the necessity for another coming out. This is the only known statement from the pen of Ellen White indicating that she might have lost confidence in the Seventh-day Adventist Church organization. The doubt which she expressed here was never repeated during the remaining 26 years of her life. While we will endeavor to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bonds of peace, we will not with pen or voice cease to protest against bigotry. Of those who boast of their light and yet fail to walk in it, Christ says, "But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of the judgment than for you. And thou, Capernaum," the Seventh-day Adventists who have great light, which are exalted unto heaven in point of privilege, shall be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day. The church is in a Laodicean state. The presence of God is not in her midst.